Hi, this is Mohammed. In this part of the assignment, I will be speaking about the pros and cons of Adobe Illustrator. So, first up, we got that it's extremely versatile, vector-based design software. So, pretty much, it helps you with a lot of things like creating logos, um, you know, um, like making up logos from scratch, as I said before, and also basically makes photos or graphics that are print ready, so you'll be able to print them after you use them, like other than Photoshop, where it cannot be really printed because it makes it lose quality. So pretty much like it gives you a lot of outcomes that you could use. And pretty much like you can be creating flyers with it. Basically the capabilities are endless with Illustrator because it's extremely flexible. And yeah, so next up we got that it's got endless file exporting options. So pretty much every possible graphics format out there you can export, like you can export in with Adobe Illustrator, because it just gives you it's got all the options for all of them. So pretty much you can just use it on, you can export it with any one of them, and it will work and it will look the same and it will still be in high quality. So it's one of its good pros. So next up we have, yeah, sometimes Adobe Creative Cloud, they drop mad discounts on Adobe Illustrator, so which gives it a good pro, that it's sometimes, if you're lucky enough and you see you find the discount, you see the discount where they announce it, you can just buy it, and it will be, you'll either be paying cheaper, or if they have like an old discount where you just pay one price and you have it for life. You could just never know. But it's good that they do that, and it's kind of often. So pretty much it's something that happens regularly. uh, so next up is that it's got the best help and support team. And pretty much any inquiry, anything you need to know about the software, you go to the help team and they help you with your inquiry as soon as possible and as effectively as possible. It's also got the best file recovery. So if there is no missing files when it comes to Adobe Illustrator or even Adobe in general, because everything you work with, every edit you do, gets saved to the cloud. So whenever you like open, or the computer shuts down or something, and you reopen your file, it's exactly the same as you left it. So pretty much best file recovery with no competition. So some of its cons are that it eats a lot of space. It takes so much space within the hard drive, which makes the computer really slow and pretty much suffocates your RAM. So even with SSD, it would still affect your computer in a way, because let's say if you have a different files or different projects you're working on at the same time with Illustrator, you are literally killing your laptop, because it's trying so hard to process, and it will make cause it to lag a lot. And they're not responding not responding you know text will be shown on the program from the top. It will cause a lot of lags anyways. So yeah, another one of its cons, that it requires a lot of software training. So pretty much, if you give a person that hasn't done graphics before, Adobe Illustrator, or even any um form of Adobe, they will be lost. They will barely be able to do anything on it, because there is so much, like a ridiculous amount of tools and functions that you could use in there, making it so hard to know exactly what you're supposed to do, which means it requires training for someone to use it, because they pretty much don't know what they're doing. They don't even know where the things are to do what they're supposed to do. So this makes it make it a con, but so pretty much beginners or something like that tend to use something simpler. So pretty much, like, even personally speaking, when it comes to this, I use for Wondershare Filmora instead of Adobe After Effects because there's so many things there, and I get pretty much lost with trying to use it. So I use Filmora, Wondershare Filmora instead because it's way simpler, straight ahead, and it does the little things that I need to use while I record and montage these assignments. So yes, yeah, simplicity sometimes is key, but yeah. So another part of the cons is the lack of complex design tutorials available. So pretty much, when it comes to Adobe Illustrator, out there, maybe on the internet or YouTube or something, you could find it, but it's not always there because sometimes like there's a lot of complex layering and texting and editing things that you gotta actually know your way around Adobe to be able to use. But and they're not really available out there. No one really thought like, you know what, let me just go and teach how to carry out all these complex, functions. So pretty much it makes it hard for people to use Illustrator, and yeah, makes it one of its cons. So also, the last one of its cons is there's no universal hotkeys and shortcuts within Adobe softwares. So pretty much every Adobe software has a different hotkey or shortcut. So like for example, have you got like a Control C, Control V? There's other shortcuts that people use, and in Adobe they're not all the same. So pretty much you can go to Adobe Photoshop, it will be different. Adobe Illustrator different. Adobe After Effects, Adobe Lightroom, everything is just like completely different. So pretty much there's not a fixed set of keys where you just use it. Yeah, okay, now we know this is for that, this is for that, but that's not the case when it comes to Adobe. So it makes it one of its cons. So yeah, this will be all for this part of the assignment, and I will see you all in the next one.